Hey guys, this is Teodesian with Troglodyne Internet Widgets. Gonna go over something real quick with y'all. This should be a video that instructs you how to use the Telegram for iContact driver, an integration that I have written for cPanel and WHM that will allow notifications that are generated from WHM to go to, instead of your inbox or some of the other default destinations that can be configured in WHM's contact manager or basic setup, instead go to the Telegram chat user, chat group, chat channel, if it's public, that sort of thing, of your choice. Now, I'm going to show you a few things here, share my screen, and have a little bit of music going while I'm doing this, because I enjoy it. All right, so we're going to go over to my work scene here. Okay, you'll note that this idea has been kind of fulminating for about 3 years. I remember when it was first filed by Terrence. Terrence used to be a employee at the company, one of our support analysts, I believe, for cPanel. And, you know, there's been some interest over time. Certainly about 25 days ago, we had another person in the Discord bring it up again. So I figured, maybe I should take a look at this again. And turns out I was able to do it. Now, if you take a look over in Basic Web Host Manager Setup, once you've installed the Telegram for iContact driver, you'll notice there's the Telegram destination. You can input the destination. In this case, this is the ID that is numeric of the user that I want to message. And getting that ID can be a little bit tricky, but I'm going to go through that process with you here in just a moment. Telegram bot token, of course, is something that you'll need to do on your end. You're going to need to talk to the bot father, which, if you've ever read any of Telegram's API documents, you'll note is pretty simple to get. You mostly just have to message the bot father user in Telegram, tell him to create new bot, and he'll give you the token. Once you've got that, you're kind of all set. You can customize your bot to have whatever look, description, whatever the heck you want. But the point is, you can make the bot and you have control of your bot. So if you already have a bot that does integrations that you already have, you can simply reuse the bot that you have using its token. Doesn't really matter to me. Point is, you're not beholden to my bot, I'm not beholden to your bot. We just enter in the data and it's ready to go. And now over in Contact Manager, you can also manage this via the Telegram thing. You can set the usual stuff, high and medium, all the C levels that you normally want. You'll note that the test functionality is not exposed here, but for any of the custom iContact providers, there is no test functionality. So I have included a test in the iContact repository that can test this for you. If you clone over the repository, let me take a look over here. You can see this is the issue where I've been working on it. But if you go into the code, there should be a clone URL right here. You can clone the repo using HTTPS if you don't have a GitHub account. Once you've cloned it down, there's a Makefile rule that if you do make, it will simply install all of the drivers. Or if you want specific drivers, you can run a specific Makefile rule for, say, you can make install dash whatever the provider is. So like, say you run make install dash Discord, make install dash Telegram, it will only give you that provider. So if you only want that one, you can install only that one, and that should be fine. The testing, you'll note here we have this scripts generate testing configuration.pl. It will generate a testing configuration file after prompting you for the same things that we ask for here, so that whenever you are running tests, you can actually pretty easily run the tests. Now, whenever you're running the tests themselves, you'll want to use the environment variable called author tests And you'll note I'm just prefixing it here on bash because things work that way just fine in bash. If you run prove, it will send a notification using the full functional test, and you'll see I got this notification here to Telegram saying, hey, this is my super cool notification, you can ignore it. Okay, so that verifies that the driver works, and if you need to verify it for you, you can run the same test. For me, it's an author test, but that's mostly because I use it when debugging. Regardless, let's move on to what you're going to need to get this working for real. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is take a look at Kinorb's fork of TG, which is the Telegram CLI client for Telegram IM. You're going to want to clone down this repository according to the instructions here. Note the git clone -- recursive. It has some submodules that it wants to get, which is why the recursive is important. And for me, of course, being on Linux and Ubuntu and Debian, I followed the instructions for a Ubuntu Debian variant. Ran /configure, ran make, and then everything was there for me over in bin. You run the bin telegram CLI -k tgserver.pub, which gets generated for you during the make. It will ask you for a phone number whenever you first start it up. Make sure that whenever you're entering in the phone number, you enter your country code first. So if it's something like USA, that would be like 1-420-777-9311. Okay, and now once you're in there, you're going to type into the prompt, because it's a interactive prompt, user info, and then whatever your username is. That will get you the ID, and I've got a picture here of how that's going to look. So you've got user info for Teodesian, that's me, user there, and this red little part here that I've redacted out has your numeric ID. That's what you're going to want to have to contact your user, or you know, your group, that sort of thing. Me, I'm just using users, so I'm going with that for now. It has, you know, other stuff, but yeah, I've marked that out for now. Anyways, so that's really what you need to get rolling here. Once you have that data, you've already got your bot token, you have your destination, you can enter that into WHM, you can enter that into your test config if you want to run the test, and you're basically off to the races. Now, what does that get you whenever you are actually running it for reals? Okay, so we've got this information entered in here. I'm going to go over and create this account called delete.test. That should trigger a account creation notification, right? So it's created a new account. Now I just have to wait for the notification to roll in, which should be here in a few seconds or so. There we go. New account, delete.test created. And it has all that sort of stuff there. So everything we have through Telegram, it's notified, and if you went to the Telegram UI, you can read the entire notification. Now, there's one caveat with Telegram as far as the actual notifications that come through. The maximum length of text messages is 4,096 bytes, so any sort of message length that's longer than 4096 is gonna get truncated. What I do there is I just truncate with ellipsis, but whenever that sort of thing happens, what you should probably do is check on the server, see what the thing is, and maybe do some investigation for yourself if the truncation gets rid of some important info for you, or maybe have the email configured as well. Go look for an email, something like that. One of the things that I've been working on as well that may come soon is a plugin for this iContact that also saves these notifications to disk and gives you a UI in WHM to review previous notifications. That could be something useful if you've got truncation as well, but that's currently not done. I have another project in the works that is going to take priority. But anyways, that should be all you need to know to get rolling with Telegram, with cPanel and WHM, and notifications. I hope you enjoyed it.